Game Kings, The Definition of Game documentary coming soon. Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So, the other day, I did a live stream where I was talking about the only time you need money and finance in a relationship with a woman is when it's relevant for you to have that money, right? So, for example, if you're married and you're with a woman, you have a house, you have kids, all that other shit, money's gonna come to play. And basically, what I was saying is that when it comes to casual sex, when it comes to hooking up with women, when it comes to just, doing those type of things, you don't need money, right? So now, my dude QB Willie B wrote this comment. He says, I was honestly rocking with you up until the 7-minute mark. Yes, you need money if you're a single man. If you're going to go out picking up women in those places, bars and clubs, you need money to dress well, pay cover, pay for drinks, and pay for Uber. You also need money to take, I guess, back to a decent spot, your apartment / hotel. Otherwise, you limit yourself to women who are 5s and below on the looks. All right, let's dive into that. Ah, man. Listen, guys. If I invited you to a party, right? I say, hey, come to this party. You might ask me, cool, what's the cover? How much? And I say, the party's free, right? Party's free. Now, if you had to pay a cab ride to get to the party, you paid for a new outfit to wear to the party, right? Does that mean that you paid for the party? Does that mean you needed money for the party? No. Right? So, the actual party is free. You don't have to pay for the party. All the shit that you did to get there and to prepare for the party, you paid for. But that doesn't mean you paid for the party. So what am I saying when I say this? See, guys try to rationalize this thing of, oh, well, you need money to fuck with chicks, to talk about all the other things surrounding fucking with a chick. Right? So what I'm saying is that you can fuck the chick for free. You don't need to pay to actually fuck the woman, right? Because in any other situation, if let's say you're traveling somewhere and you have a car and you pay for gas, or you pay for a bus pass or some shit, or you fucking pay for a cab, you're gonna pay to travel to go anywhere, right? If you are leaving your house with clothes on, no matter what you're doing, you paid for those clothes to leave their house to do whatever the fuck you're doing. That has nothing to do with the actual thing that you're trying to do, which is go to that party, or which is go fuck with that girl. That's two separate things. So when you're trying to add that together, you're trying to just justify the thought of, well, I gotta pay to fuck with chicks. No, you don't. You understand what I'm saying? You don't. See, because in his example, he's like, oh, well, you gotta pay. If you're going to pick a woman, you go to the bars and clubs, you need the money to dress well, pay cover. Again, like I said, you go to a free spot, right? Pay for drinks, pay for your Uber, all this other shit, right? Listen, I had a friend. We would go to bars. This nigga would get a water, holler at chicks, and go home with the chick. You understand what I'm saying? He was not paying to fuck him. And then also, what I want to talk about is the last part of his statement where he was like, otherwise you limit yourself to women who are 5s and below on the looks. Listen, hot chicks don't cost money. Listen, I understand you have hot women out there who are basically whores who will, trade their beauty and their sex appeal for tricks who are going to, pay them for their time and energy and services and all this other shit. I understand that, right? But what you got to understand is that those same women who are doing that are getting fucked by a dude who ain't giving her shit. You understand that? Those same hot girls who's using these tricks and these guys whose game is weak for drinks and trips and rent and whatever the hell else, every last one of those women have a dude they're fucking who's not giving them shit. In fact, sometimes those women give those guys some stuff. You understand what I'm saying? Meaning that you have a woman who, for example, is... I'll put it like this. I was doing this film years ago. It was like an independent film. I was in the film. I wasn't producing it or whatever, but I was in the film. And there was a actress in the film, right? Super sexy, badass MILF type of chick, right? And what happened was, I'm, flirting with her, talking with her, whatever, and she's feeling me and all this other shit. But this is what happened. She was dealing with a dude who was paying her rent and giving her an allowance, right? And so she wanted to fuck with me, but what happened was she didn't fuck with me because what she told me was this. She said that there was another guy who she was fucking, and the guy she was dealing with, the one who's paying her rent and giving her allowance, he found out. And so he said that if she does that again, or if he finds that she's doing that again, he's going to cut her off. Right? So, but what she also told me was she would use some of the money he would give her and spend it on the dude she was fucking. So she was fucking the other guy, spending money on him, and she was getting the money from the trick to spend on the dude that she actually wanted to fuck. So the dude she actually wanted to fuck was able to fuck her without giving her shit. And on top of that, she was giving him something. You understand? And this was a bad... Like, she looked like... Because she was older. She was like maybe in her late 40s. But she had that Jennifer Lopez look. Like, she looked like damn near Jennifer Lopez. Like how Jennifer Lopez looks now. You understand what I'm saying? As an older woman. Bad as a motherfucker. You understand what I'm saying? And so she wanted to fuck with me, but she didn't. And it was funny because I told her, I said, listen, I said, yo, I got you. Get your money. I ain't trying to fuck up your bag. You feel what I'm saying? If you going to fucking take advantage of this goofy ass nigga, do what you got to do. Right? But this is what I'm saying. Like, these women, they don't cost anything. Guys only think they cost something because in your reality, you tricking. You don't even realize you tricking, but you tricking because in your reality, the only way for you to get a woman like that is for you to put up money. That's the only way. You don't realize that there's other guys out there who are fucking that same girl you paying for and you taking her out and you doing all this extra shit. You don't realize there's guys out there who are fucking her without them having to do anything. Y'all don't understand this. See, this is where game comes in. You feel what I'm saying? Like, when you think you have to do all that extra shit to get a hot girl, because I've heard this argument a lot of times. The dudes is like, well, you're not going to get the hotter women if you don't have your shit together, or if you don't have money, or if you don't have a nice place. You're only going to get the 4s and the 5s. You're never going to get the 8s, 9s, and 10s if you don't have this and don't have that. That's bullshit. That's straight bullshit. You just got to understand that if you are getting girls who you think are hot, and the only reason that you're getting them is because you're taking them out, giving them money, spending a lot of time with them, shelling out all this shit. That's because you're a trick. That's all it is. You understand what I'm saying? That's what it is. That's the reality. And the woman, she knows this. She recognizes this when it comes to you, because you're the type of nigga that you might go into a bar and the first thing you do is you say to a girl, you just run up on a girl and be like, hey, can I buy you a drink? You understand? That's the first thing you do. You understand what I'm saying? That's what you think you need to do. And look, understand, if you going out to a bar and you getting drinks and you're looking fly, you got on some fly gear and all that other shit, that's not you paying for women. You understand what I'm saying? Because that shit you should be doing for yourself regardless of a woman or not. You understand what I'm saying? That's not for the chicks. That's not you doing that for them. And if you're doing that for them, that's why you fuck it up. That's why you aren't the type of guy who's gonna get a chick without doing that shit. Because your whole energy, your whole essence is, I'm doing all this for bitches. You feel what I'm saying? That's the problem. Because see, when a guy is like, listen, I don't need to do this shit for chicks because who the fuck I am is enough. You understand what I'm saying? I'm attractive, period. I don't got to give a chick shit. You understand? She could get this dick, right? But beyond that, I don't got to give her shit. And if I do decide to give a woman shit, that's based off of me seeing that a chick is worth my time and energy for her to get anything extra outside of that. You feel what I'm saying? So, guys, don't think you gotta fucking, do all this extra shit or think, oh, well, if you're with the hotter girls, you gotta do all. No, you don't. Just understand that if you think that way, or if you're operating that way, you're a trick. You understand? You're just in denial. Like, don't be in denial anymore. Just understand that's what you're doing. Understand, just admit it to yourself. You understand what I'm saying? I might have to start a tricking anonymous group or some shit. You stand up, be like, hi, my name is Doug and I'm a trick. You understand? Like, we might need some of that shit. Because dudes out here, they in denial or something that they on some tricking shit. So, guys, listen, you do not need to pay for beautiful women. You understand what I'm saying? Learn some motherfucking game. It's real simple. Learn some game. You understand? Go to badboymembership.com, join the membership, and learn some game. Watch these videos and learn some game. You understand? It's, man. Now, before you go, make sure you click the link below to get your free copy of the audio program, Undeniable Game. This program is going to teach you 7 easy-to-follow tips on how to really attract beautiful women. In this audio program, you'll learn exactly what you need to do to become that confident man women are attracted to. You'll also learn what you must do to become better at approaching and talking to women. You'll learn why women don't return your calls and what to do to increase the chances of women returning your calls. You also learn the only time you should call or text a woman. You'll learn how to start conversations with women. You'll learn the mindset you must have to be successful with women. You'll also learn the main thing you need to do to figure out if a woman is really interested in you, and much more. So make sure you click the link below to get your copy today.